The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Game 1 of the NBA season. A time of hope. A time of optimism.
There's that word again.
You know what? That was so, I don't know, it was so deep and it was so heartfelt the way I delivered it, I thought. I almost can't go on.
I'm just bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Oh, well, let's move on. Kenny's here. Shaq is here.
Bright-eyed. Are you a rabbit?
And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics going up against the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the Bulls, they've put a lot of work into getting ready for tonight, and now all their focus will be on getting the season off to a 1-0 start. They don't want to waste any time building up some momentum here early in the campaign. And guys, we'll see Fred Hoiberg at the helm in this one. He was brought into Chicago to revamp their offense. How do you see the Bulls continuing to evolve with him as the coach?
Well, you know, their early offense has changed. They get the ball up quicker. They shoot the ball earlier in the shot clock, and they're much more aggressive on the offensive end. Defensively, I don't know if they're better than they were last year under Hoiberg, but they're definitely offensively, and he encourages them to play, Shaq, with a high tempo and get up and down the court.
Yeah, Kenny, but shot selection is their weakness right now. You know, it's one thing they got to improve, you know, especially if they continue to run his system.
That'll wrap it up. Let's go courtside. Thanks for joining us.
Can't you see I'm on the phone? Don't be coming over here with that one. Call me Mr. Combs and I'm 9.
Yo, Mr. President.
What's up, man?
Just wanted to catch you before your debut to the nation. You like how I keep dropping those presidential references into the convo?
I like that. I mean, you are a writer.
So, any quotes before the game?
Nah, not right now.
All right. Laser focused. Yeah. I'll jot that down. Seriously, man. Good luck.
Thanks, Jay. Yeah, I'll see you after the game.
All right, I'll be here. I'll be watching.
You better be.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. The Bulls happy to return to Chicago after the road trip. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston. Last season, they couldn't get the edge in the matchup as they went 1-2 in the season series.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Yeah, I expect this first one to be a battle of wills, though. I mean, each side trying to gain the upper hand, not just for now, but for the rest of the series.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Guys, Chicago is one of the league's biggest markets, but it still has that blue-collar culture. Longtime Bull Luol Deng exemplified that spirit. He said if you're coming in to just show your skills, just look good, the city of Chicago is not going to accept you. They want to see you work hard night in and night out. If you do, the city will love you. Kevin?
They want grit and toughness, David. Thank you. And the early season, a time of optimism. Every team, Chris, thinking and hoping they'll make the postseason.
Yeah, pretty quickly, though. You'll start to see which teams are separating themselves and which teams reality sets in for. I mean, for the struggling teams, you don't panic this early this season. You have to try to get better every day and turn things in your favor by the time April rolls around.
Good point. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. 1:39 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Valentine. It's Portis atop the key. Bulls moving the ball around. That ties it up.
Yeah, and Young has a beautiful touch from the mid-range, really sticking it to the D from there.
Here's Smart. 11 points for him in that last game against Brooklyn. Left side, Brown. Pocket 6. He feeds it to Smart. And the 3 off target.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backfield.
To the middle. Here's Stefan. Easy jumper from very short distance. Stefan with his first bucket in the NBA. What a feeling he's got to have right now. Well, mark it down, fans. This is the official debut of Prez. The very highly touted rookie is seeing his first NBA action.
And he's put a lot of work into this moment and had to overcome a lot of hurdles in his life. Hats off to the kid, and I hope he meets and surpasses his own lofty expectations.
Well, Kelly Olynyk out of Gonzaga, maybe the closest, Chris, we've seen to Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about 7-footers who can space the floor.
Well, he's a 7-footer now, but he grew up playing guard before he had that late growth spurt. You just don't find many players at his size with that kind of shooting and fluidity with the ball. I think his agility at his size is probably the most underrated aspect to his game.
And here is Green. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. From deep three-point range, it's all tied. And earlier, we sat down with Prez and asked him about playing his first NBA game.
You know, it's a humbling feeling to be in the NBA. I mean, there's a lot of pressure to be great, but I got great teammates, I got a great coaching staff, I got a great support system, and all of them are pushing me to achieve my goals. So I know it won't come easy, but if I do know anything, I know I'm up for the challenge.
Well, you don't see that kind of perspective with most rookies, do you guys?
No, you don't, Kevin. I really like his approach to the game. What remains to be seen, though, is will that translate to...
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. So Boston going with almost an entire new grouping. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Olynyk. Horford comes in for Amir Johnson. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Avery Bradley. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Stefan in at power forward. Valentine out there with Grant. Then it's McDermott. And it's Portis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And it's sent back by Horford.
Wow, the rim protection by Horford. I mean, Al Horford standing 6'10", always played good.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Pick by Zeller. Green left side. There's the 3. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Here's Stefan. Rebound Boston. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Well, they also made few, if any, effective adjustments. Defense is all about hustle, yes, but it also comes to scheme.
And it's Horford with the extra effort.
Oh, you can't forget about Horford. I mean, carving out space inside for the putback.
Prez with the ball. Brown on him. Lets it go from 14. Prez with the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 1. You don't make it to the NBA without having an exceptional work ethic. With that said, Prez's dedication to improving is, from what I hear, as good as it gets.
I mean, he's certainly dedicated to making sure he is at his best at all times. A lot of players will use their free time to escape from basketball. But Prez loves the game so much, he seeks out even more time with the rock.
Young's checked in for Chicago. Prez kicks to Valentine. Passes it to Prez. Good work defensively by Horford.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Brown the pass to Smart. Back to Brown. And Zeller kicks to Smart. 5 on the clock. Horford dishes to Green. Fires from the corner. And the first half comes to a close.
Bring it in. We have not won this game yet. Listen, guys, we've got one guy doing all the damage out there.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. We're seeing a tremendous game from Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Well, he's taking his time, not forcing anything, just getting his points within the flow of the offense.
Boston, no good that time either.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Now Horford, no good on that one. From deep, off target. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
Good win, y'all.
Thanks for watching. We'll see
Good
you
game
next
out there,
time.
Jess.
Have a great evening.
Let's go get another one. Ooh.
All right, Prez, we got to talk shoes.
Let's talk shoes.
Yeah. All right, we've had preliminary conversations. But now it's time to make a choice. You know, we got to figure out what we're going to do, where we're going to go.
All right, so am I going to get my own shoe?
Of course you're going to get your own shoe. I mean, you're the Prez. We'll get you like the presidential suite or something.
I don't know. I'd rather weigh my options, see what's out there.
Okay. All right. Hey, options are open. Just, you know, got to make a choice.
You know what I was thinking about, man, was just going to social media. Once the options come in, see what we're working with, post it online. I'm the president after all, public servant. Got to see what the people want to do. Democracy, Constitution.
I like that. I like that. You got a lot of momentum going right now, so we can use that as leverage, you know? We can use it as like...
Bruce, man, I'm lucky to even be on the team. All right? If it happens, then...
Hey, it's when it happens. Because it's happening. I mean, things are going on right now. Like, as we speak, it's happening. Like, as we sit here, right? It's boom. It's happening. Did you feel that? Because I felt something. What was that? My phone ringing? Because bam. It's happening.
All right, it's happening. So, hey, show me the menu. Show me some options, and we'll go from there.
All right. You're humble. I like that. I can sell that. So I'll go out and I'll get all the details, and I'll bring you back the best options.
Sounds good.
Hey, you know what sounds better? Pennies in the piggy bank. Am I right?
Pennies in the piggy bank. Bigs, bucks, Bruce.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
We don't know what we be saying. We just be